In other news, the Senate Committee on Public Order and Safety today reopened its inquiry into the bloody January 25, 2015 Mamasapano incident. Panel Chair Grace Poe agreed to reopen the probe upon the request of Senator Minority Leader Juan Ponce Enrile. At today's hearing, Enrile insisted that President Aquino had shielded himself from responsibility in the Mamasapano debacle. Communications Secretary Sonny Coloma, who attended the hearing, reiterated in a text message that the President has always acted responsibly and faced squarely all matters pertaining to the Mamasapano incident. More of today's Senate proceedings from Jade Miguel.
Senators and resource persons are in full force as the Senate reopens its investigation on Mamasapano incident. At 10 in the morning, top government officials are present in the Senate, including Executive Secretary Paquito Ochoa, PCOO Secretary Sonny Coloma, DND Secretary Voltaire Gazmin, former DILG Secretary Mar Rojas, former AFP Chief of Staff Pio Katapang, former PNP Chief Alan Purisima, and other PNP and AFP officials. Many senators also attended the controversial hearing, namely Senators Grace Poe, Juan Ponce Enrile, TG Gingona, Bam Aquino, Tito Soto, Cheese Escudero, Sonny Angara, and other lawmakers. Since Enrile is the one who requested the Mamasapano investigation, he initiated the interrogation with resource persons. PNP staff former Director Getulio Napeña shared the President did not object their proposal to execute Oplan Exodus. Napeñas further added only the President and Purisima were the ones who had the first-hand knowledge of such operation. Katapang maintained they followed the chain of command and chose not to meddle in Oplan Exodus because the operation is that of PNP. He said the President did not give him orders with regard to the Mamasapano operation.
President Aquino excluded all other, including the members of his cabinet, except Secretary Rojas, and the command systems of the AFP and the PNP. He left everything to himself and his trusted men. PDG Alan Purisima is not true. As a military officer, it's not true. Yes, sir.
Contrary to Enrile's statement that President Aquino did not show any concern to the situation of SAF troopers, Gingona said it is unfair to say such things against the President. This is due to the lack of urgency of text messages sent by Purisima to President Aquino. It was stated in the said text that only one was wounded and there was already a mechanized and artillery support. Drilon also shares the same sentiment.
We could not have issued any order to prevent a slaughter because there was no slaughter. We did not know of the extent of the casualties until 5 or 6 p.m.
As far as the text messages, my text messages are concerned, yes, Your Honor.
According to Purisima, the President was only informed about the casualties at around 5 or 6 in the afternoon. But Napeñas knew of such casualty as early as 7:55 a.m., which prompted him to ask for help from Purisima and PNP OIC Leonardo Espina. As a response to Napeñas' request, Espina immediately contacted West Mindanao Command, but the unit failed to rescue the SAF troopers because the area was an open field. In the resumption of Mamasapano hearings, several problems have clearly hampered the success of Oplan Exodus: the lack of accessibility, communication, and coordination. Senators and involved persons are only hoping the chain of command will be followed in the future operations so that another Mamasapano incident won't ever happen again in our history. For the People's Television, this is Jade Miguel reporting.